In this explainer article, I'm trying to cover the full spectrum of newsletter needs. At some point, anybody that's doing work where they have to communicate information is going to ultimately need a newsletter. So in our article, we cover everything from do-it-yourself to full service. So I wanted to take an example of how quickly somebody, if you have a very small amount of content, can create a newsletter based on using a platform. MailChimp, which is one of the platforms we list in an entire list of send platforms for newsletters below, is very easy. Most of those platforms operate in the exact same method where you have a builder built right into the tool. So we can go in and create templates either from a layout that they provide if you know how to do your own layout and content design or have very basic needs there. They have some pre-formatted themes where you edit the content on that theme, so that's a pretty quick start method as well. A lot of people will code their own, and sometimes when they code their own, they'll be buying those items from a theme builder or a theme resource. So there's plenty of resources out there as well in that perspective that you can look at and preview. Most of the modern newsletter tools are actually now builders where you go and you actually build using a tool online, and then you put your theme purchase license in, and that enables you to download the code which you upload to your own tool. So the problem with all of these formats are you still are building your newsletter. So if you have that design talent and you have a basic newsletter tool, they're very easy to use. If you need something a little more sophisticated, then the solution vertical that we're offering is full service. We take your entire issue content or newsletter content as it may be. We also create responsive editions of publications, and we create a site where your weekly newsletter editions will be staged. We give it a edition feel so that you have a newsletter postcard, and then when you're looking at the actual edition in the inbox, you actually click through to read the edition so we can get that user in a linear newsletter format that's very engaging from a visual design perspective. It can carry advertising, multiple news stories. Those can link to a website article, or they could all be contained within the URL for the newsletter, all staged on your publication domain or the subdomain for your publications. Embeds such as audio or video can be carried inside those editions. So there's some real value to having a premium newsletter service like this. So that's one of the options that we cover as well and make that available to you.